and welcome back to the Hawks Next right here at Humber College. Today is the semifinals game for the CCAA National Men's Volleyball Championship. We have the Camosun Chargers right out of BC Vancouver versus the London, Ontario Fanshawe Falcons. This is the semifinals once again. Both teams have come a very long way to be here today. Let's see who's gonna get it. Sending right over to Matt and Andrew.
Thank you, Genesis, for that introduction. Andrew Milani, Matt Ham on the call for you this evening. And Matt, Genesis teased it up. Two teams coming from opposite sides of the country. Number 1 versus number 2 ranked in the CCAA national rankings last time out. A little bit of different paths here, but this is going to shape up to be a great game.
Yeah, you mentioned number 1 team in the nation in those latest CCAA rankings, the Camosun Chargers, versus the number 2 ranked team in the nation, the Fanshawe Falcons. Of course, it was the Camosun Chargers able to capture provincial gold in the Pac West. Fanshawe falling short to Humber. Humber, a team we'll see play later today, but this matchup here, semi-final with a ticket to that championship game on the line. Both teams going for gold, and we'll see who can advance past this stage. There's a look at how the stats have lined up here.
Yeah, both teams here, tremendous regular seasons, of course. Not many sets lost between the two, and Camosun, 11 wins in a row in the regular season, plus had a few in the postseason, rather. Then Fanshawe, their streak broken by Humber in the provincial final. We'll take a look at some of the key players. Eduardo Bita will lead us off for Camosun.
Yeah, just a massive player for this Chargers team. Eduardo Bita, so good up front, hitting power off the charts, but pretty handy with the service aces as well.
And we have Sebastian Lethbridge from Fanshawe.
Yeah, so good defensively, setting up his teammates, all the stars. Now it's time for player introductions.
It is the national semifinal of the CCAA Men's Volleyball National Championships. The matchup is between the Fanshawe Falcons and the Camosun Chargers. Introducing the officials for this matchup. Your first official is Chris Gates, and your second official is Jenna Nickel. The reserve official is Patrick Cornwell. Your lines people, Ryan McDoon, Michael Zhang, and Shannon Walters, and Sunny Ching. Your reserve line official is Jeff Sen. It's now time to meet the starting lineups. First, for the Fanshawe Falcons. A 6'3" center of London, Ontario, number 7, Sebastian Lethbridge. A 6'2" inside hitter out of London, Ontario, number 8, Tanner Peterson. A 6'3" outside hitter out of Volleyball, Ontario, number 11, Jack Hunt. A 6'9" outside hitter out of St. Catharines, Ontario, number 12, Michael Williams. A 6'6" middle out of Windsor, Ontario, number 13, Elaine Pino. A 6'7" middle out of London, Ontario, number 14, Julian Butler. Four starting liberos, first from Vancouver, British Columbia, number 2, Matthew Patella. And a 6'4" libero out of London, Ontario, number 6, Elliot Wesley.
up at center court, getting ready to shake hands as we get ready for this matchup. Most of the same starters from yesterday. In fact, Camosun, 8 of their starters, out of their 8 starters, 7 of them played in yesterday, and all but one, Edvard Adolfsson, will be, as announced, the starter here today for them.
And leading the way for Camosun in that opening round quarterfinal matchup yesterday, the Camosun victory over Providence, the team from Manitoba. Leading the way in scoring, no surprise, Eduardo Bida. He was the player of the game. But right behind him, Brandon Folkerts, number 7 for the Chargers. Had a big game with 15 points, 13 kills. Defensively, Graham Basie was really on point, 10 digs. And winning efforts for both these teams yesterday. And to start off, Andrew, looks like it's going to be a team from BC.
And that front line yesterday just so efficient between Dale McDonald, Brendan Folkerts, and Eduardo Bida. All of them over 340 in their swing percentage. Can they keep it up today? Let's see. Almost an error to get us started by the Falcons. They'll recover. Big hit there by Folkerts, no good. They'll hit the net and fall down. Early point for Camosun.
Folkerts, we talked about, he was very active on the score sheet. And he will open things up for Camosun. The team by way of Victoria.
Set up there, hangs up on the net. Scramble play there for the Falcon. Jump ball lands on the side of the Falcons. 2-0 Camosun early. Lucas Mafia to serve. 4 aces on the game yesterday and just 1 error in that opening matchup against Providence. Mafia must have set up there. And he'll hand Fanshawe their first point of the match.
Mafia had 43 assists for the team yesterday. And maybe a little pregame jitters here in the national semifinal.
Mafia the setup. And a great finish there, Dale McDonald. Attempt to keep that alive. Did not work on it, died on that bump. Eduardo Bida will go to the service line. The CCAA All-Canadian Pac West first team All-Conference and was the Pac West tournament MVP. Hot shot just finds the line. 4-1 Camosun.
And for the Camosun team, of course, the defending national champions, ranked number 1. This is Coach Kelvin Ma's first season as head coach with the program, winning provincial gold, and they got their eye on national gold. Tough opponent here with the Fanshawe Falcons.
Trying to go back-to-back. Beat another service ace.
Red hot start for Camosun here.
Bida was hot and cold from the service line yesterday. 3 aces, 4 errors. Looks like he's starting off hot here. There he goes for number 3. Another ace, Eduardo Bida. Early timeout called by Fanshawe.
Yeah, all the momentum in favor of the team from BC early on here. And there's Eduardo Bida getting his props on the way back to the bench. Feeling good.
Bida having a word with one of the officials. Wonder what about.
Maybe a little gamesmanship going on up at the net.
We'll see. One to keep an eye on.
Here's this Fanshawe team. Sorry, Andrew. They're head coached by Patrick Johnston. And on the other side, the head coach for Camosun mentioned Kelvin Ma. Early huddle here as Fanshawe calls the timeout.
We'd like to take this moment to thank Molten, one of our sponsors here. They're the official volleyball of the CCAA. They provide the 3 Molten ball carts for on-court ball storage, as well as the 15 Molten V 5,000 volleyballs for competition play, as well as the 120 mini molten volleyballs for prize giveaways. Still trying to get our hands on those.
Well, they're around, partner. I might have already obtained one, I just didn't tell you. Uh-oh. No, I'm just kidding. We're a united front.
Thought we're a team, Matt. Come on.
We're having a good time here so far. It's been a lot of fun calling these games with you, partner. We got Genesis and Zach doing the sideline reporting. But back to the action here. Eduardo Bito has been firing off some real nice serves. Wow.
Cannot go 4 in a row, but actually can.
Looked like Fanshawe is going to get under it, but not quite. 6-1. Now, tough to tell if this is going to be how the game plays out, or if this is just kind of the early game jitters for Fanshawe getting settled in here against a tough opponent.
Set up there. Was that deflected? Yes, it was. Point Fanshawe. 6-2 the score.
Daniel Ridings with an excellent play there. He was very present in that game earlier in the tournament. Ridings had 15 points. He led the way in scoring for his Fanshawe team and has opened up some good scoring for his team.
Set up there by Mafia. A soft touch. Works to perfection. Brendan Folkerts. On pace for another great game here. Off to a hot start.
Serving for the Chargers, number 6, Dale McDonald.
7-2 the score. Camosun leads Fanshawe. Dale McDonald will stay at the service line. McDonald 2 service aces yesterday. Kept alive. No, cannot be kept alive there. Went off the hand of Lucas Mafia.
Serving is number 12.
So 7-3 our score now.
Hard serve. Set there, the touch of the net by Robinson Dunn didn't work. Folkerts tries the soft touch, deflected. Yes, point for Camosun.
Went off fingers there. And Fanshawe has been down in this first set, but they're looking like they're maybe trying to build the momentum to roar back here. So tough against this #1 team in the country, Camosun Chargers.
Folkerts serve. That's a late dip there. Jump ball there at the net. It's going to be a point for Fanshawe. 8-4.
It's a good play up at the net for Fanshawe. It went off the fingertips of the Chargers. And Camosun can't believe it.
Still nursing a healthy 4-point lead here early in the first set. Up there, big hit at the net for Graham Basie.
Basie teed up on that one.
Big block there by Robinson Dunn. Tried again, just over the block. That will be a point for Fanshawe.
Yeah, the net violation that time, pretty obvious. That net was moving.
Tanner Patterson to serve. 8 kills on the game yesterday. Just 1 error on 24 swings. No aces, 5 errors from the line yesterday.
Good dig there.
Folkerts has his shot blocked. Another point for Fanshawe. Tanner Patterson stays at the line.
His first serve was looking real good. Let's see if he can tee up on it again. Fanshawe roaring back, down 2.
Early timeout works. The setup. Robinson Dunn got a shot blocked. Basie gets a shot blocked. The soft touch didn't work. Mafia says, I'll just do it myself. Barely gets over the block, but lands. Fanshawe all the way within 1 now, clawing their way back.
Ridings continues to just be really the focal point of Fanshawe's offense here in the CCAA tournament, as he just uses all of his long frame on that one. Ridings standing 6'5".
That one just out of the range of Folkerts.
I think a beauty there. Great camera angle by our BRTV crew to catch Riding in full extension midair. bringing the Fanshawe Falcons within 1 here.
Patterson again. That one misses. Service error. Camosun back in charge.
But I'll tell you what, Fanshawe's got to feel good after a bit of a sluggish start. They're no longer on their heels. They're right into this game, but got to look out now. Camosun with the serve. Looking to reestablish their big lead.
Basie to serve. 2 aces, 5 errors yesterday. Big hit there, Jack Vogt. Misses unfortunately for him, and another point for Camosun.
The serving is number 3, Graham.
Jack Vogt's got a lot of hair and a lot of hitting power.
And some dance moves as well, as we saw during that last game.
We saw some members of the Fanshawe, the Dirty Bird family, as they call themselves.
They had that on the back of their t-shirts there during warm-ups.
Yeah, and Sebastian Lethbridge saying, giving a shout out to all those fans back in London cheering them on. The Dirty Bird family, they're called.
Vogt tried the soft touch. Point for Camosun.
Serving is number 3, Graham Bronson.
So just like that, the 4-point lead is back in effect. Fanshawe knows they have their work cut out for them against a very tough opponent.
Basie's serve will not make it. Hits his teammate Robinson Dunn in the back of the head.
Now we mentioned, Andrew, that the last time the national championship was played, it was the Camosun Chargers who won. They are the defending champs. Fanshawe has won a national chip not that long ago either, back in 2019. After Fanshawe beat the Humber Hawks in the provincial game, they went on to nationals to capture that gold.
Point there for Camosun after the net violation. 12-8 the score. And Matt, to your point, head coach Patrick Johnson, his 10th season, building a good program here. Led them to their 3 only medals here in the nationals with the CCAAs.
And I like the batting average for Fanshawe, Andrew. The Birds have been to the CCAA tournament 6 times. They've made the Final Four 5 of those times. So they certainly, when they make their way to the CCAAs, they know how to punch their way to this semifinal round or better.
Looking to get some hardware here this weekend. Lethbridge, the setup. Through the block, a great hit, Alan Pino.
Ridings once again. And that gives number 12 for Fanshawe 3 kills on the day.
Lethbridge, the OCAA Player of the Year, serves just a little bit long on that one. Service error. Camosun back on top by 5 this time.
Yeah, Lethbridge, such a key player for this Fanshawe team, a well-deserved CCAA All-Canadian. Of course, also the OCAA Player of the Year in Ontario.
Mafia, the setup. Volkerts. Good dig there.
Yeah, Lethbridge kept it alive.
Diving attempt there by Mafia to keep that one alive. Could not set that one up for his teammate, though. Fanshawe now into double digits.
Daniel Ridings once again getting it done offensively. There's even a Daniel Ridings fan club in the stands, Andrew. There's a sign cheering on Daniel. And the man holding it yesterday got so excited he punched right through it.
Oh, boy.
One of the... Now, it's worth noting that Daniel Ridings' sign now has tape all over it. It's been repaired for game 2.
Thankfully. Also a Jaden Crowther sign I've seen in the crowd. Lethbridge, the setup. Big hit there, that's blocked. Lands out of bounds. Gonna be a point for Fanshawe.
Yeah, heads-up play there. Lethbridge, the leader of this team, just watched that one very wisely land out of bounds. And Patrick Johnston, head coach for the Fanshawe Falcons, sees his team in a real fight right now. But they're in this one. Down 4 with the serve.
Lethbridge, the only 5th-year senior on this club. Volkerts. Lethbridge to set up a quick shot. Camosun will respond. Volkerts again into the block. Could be a point for Fanshawe. Net violation.
That time, a couple blockers for Fanshawe coming up big.
Another look.
Was right in the mix there was Jaden Crowther.
Just kept alive. Bita just tosses it back. Lethbridge, the setup. Great shot there. Daniel Ridings, the third-year outside hitter from St. Catharines, Ontario.
You have maybe one of the best setters in the country in Sebastian Lethbridge. And that's a fair statement to make. And setting up a guy like Ridings, what an offensive duo the Birds have on their side.
Now, will that sign hold up again during this game? That's the big question.
That fan looks pretty intense. I think he might damage his own sign once again. We'll find out.
Volkerts, vote was on that one. Lethbridge, the setup. The soft touch just over the block. Bita. They'll get right back. And a hard swing there. Dale McDonald for the kill.
Bita with that shot in deep. Was recovered by Fanshawe, but Camosun really leaning on their opponent there. That lead for the team from BC is at 3. Dale McDonald serving now.
2 aces, 4 errors from the service line yesterday. There's the Vuvuzela. Deflected, saved by Bita. Just getting his right hand up there. Into the block there. Ball gets away from Camosun. Point, Fanshawe. Back within 2, it's 16-14 the score.
Riding serving. We know just what kind of contribution he's been making up front at the net. Him and Lethbridge, quite the duo.
Bit of moisture had to be cleaned up from the floor, and we're back and ready to go. Daniel Ridings to serve for Fanshawe. Up he goes, and what a serve. They'll say that hit one of the banners.
And Volkerts was trying to make his way over there, but he would have had to jump into the third row to make that play.
There's a bunch of people in there, so good call by the umpire to blow that one dead. Wouldn't be as terrifying as Shaq jumping into the second row,
I think that's the image that comes to everybody's mind when you think of an athlete jumping into the crowd.
Service ace, Daniel Ridings. Staying hot from that service line. Only 1 ace yesterday with 3 errors.
Yeah, what a dominant performance he's putting on here in this CCAA tournament. He was such a big part of that quarterfinal win of Fanshawe over Briarcrest, the team from Saskatchewan. They got a tough opponent from BC here today.
Mafia the setup. Robinson Dunn had a hit on it, not too hard. The soft touch there, Jaden Crowther, the second-year middle from London.
And just like that, the Fanshawe Falcons have the lead. And I think, Andrew, maybe in the back of their minds somewhere, of course you take it one game at a time, but possibly setting up, if Humber wins their game against Sherbrooke, a Fanshawe-Humber rematch of the provincial championship. Of course,
oh boy.
Maybe looking a little too far into the future here, reading the tea leaves, but
of course, that's a big rivalry with men's volleyball. Humber Fanshawe, wouldn't that be a treat? Right now we're drawing at 17s here in the first set.
Well, Fanshawe finished the season ranked number 2 in the country. Humber finished ranked number 14 in the nation. Yet it was Humber who beat Fanshawe in that Ontario provincial game. Right now, the team from Ontario is seeing their lead remain at 1. A pretty good server in Tanner Patterson up right now.
Bita's up first on that one. The big hit there, met by an even bigger block. Bossy couldn't get past that Fanshawe front line.
Yeah, Crowther was the one really in position there. A couple of Fanshawe blockers in the vicinity. Number 14, monster play. Biggest lead of the game for Fanshawe.
Patterson serve. That one goes wide as he tried to go cross court.
Serving for the Chargers is number 3, Graham Munson.
CCAA semi-final round. Game 1 right now. At 8 o'clock this evening, the Humber Hawks will take on the team from Quebec, the Volunteers de Sherbrooke.
Another look at that service error. Basie's serve. Vogt finding a spot there on the court. He gets the kill.
Jack Vogt all the way from the 6'1", the Ottawa native, uncorks on that one.
A couple substitutions here for Fanshawe. Najim Javid finding his way onto the court. He'll get us started with the serve.
If you think that red dyed hair is something, you should see the team from Sherbrooke. The whole team's got the hair dyed green. That's coming up next here on HSN at 8 o'clock.
Big block there.
Andrew, front line play has just been ratcheted up by Fanshawe, and how about that? We're seeing Camosun call a timeout, trying to slow the roll of the Dirty Birds.
Another look at that play. I believe that was Vogt getting his arm on that one. What a comeback bid by Fanshawe in this first set. They were down, forced to use that timeout early, but now they're forcing Camosun's hand to use their first timeout here, and the race to 25 here is on in this first set.
And for Camosun, they really started out this set large and in charge, and a big lead. 6-1 was how we got the party started, but ever since then, Fanshawe has turned a new leaf. And it's been guys like Crowther, number 14, and there's Kelvin Ma pleading with his team, trying to get his squad to channel what they had earlier in the match. We'll find out coming out of this timeout.
We'd like to take this moment to thank Jostens, the official supplier of the award rings for the CCAA, providing artwork for the CCAA Player and Coach of the Year award rings, and a custom Player and Coach of the Year award rings will be shipped to the recipient school within 4 months of the championship's conclusion.
Shout out to Jostens.
Bita the soft touch. Lethbridge the setup. Vogt the soft touch, just being able to get dug out. Bita, the pancake there, keeps that play alive.
Beautiful dig there.
What a rally. Bita has that shot deflected out of bounds. Camosun back within 2.
Might not have gone the way of Fanshawe, but that layout pancake dig by Tanner Patterson was as good as you'll see in CCAA volleyball. Great job by the second-year player for Fanshawe, number 8. There's Kieran Robinson-Dunning serving.
Lethbridge the setup. Vogt going cross court. Basie was right there. Couldn't keep a play on that one, though. Fanshawe just 3 points away from taking this first set.
Yeah, as good as Basie has shown he is throughout the tournament and throughout the season. And that one was too hot to handle. Fanshawe up by 3.
Lethbridge a soft serve there. Bita the hard hit. Kept alive. Lethbridge just tosses it over. Mafia for Bita. Lethbridge, Ridings, cross-court shot, that's good.
Wow, we had such a great angle on that shot from here in the broadcast booth. Ridings just continues to impress, finding the line on that cross-court shot. Up by 4 now are the Birds.
Kelvin Ma keeping that last timeout in his pocket, letting his players get out of this one themselves. Deflected. Another point for Fanshawe. Still not using that timeout by the looks of it. It's set point here for the Falcons.
Camosun needs to be perfect. That's a good start.
Yeah, Dale McDonald getting all that ball, slamming it down to the court. They won serve back. Lucas Mafia on the service line. He's the guy you want there. 4 service aces, 1 error on the game yesterday. Had 24 on the season. Gonna get some magic going here. Lethbridge, the setup into the block. Good point for Camosun on the violation.
Attack line violation charged to the Fanshawe Falcons. Serving for the Chargers, number 1.
So things are looking bright right now for Camosun. I mean, they're in a tight jam here, but Things are going their way right now.
Left bridge for a vote. Another
Easy call
violation.
there. Yeah, running right into the net was Jack Vogt. And now it's Fanshawe, the one's calling the timeout, partner. So maybe
just need one more point.
Pretty good call there, hanging on to his timeout.
Let his players dig their way out of that hole themselves. The ultimate vote of confidence by their coach. Fanshawe just need one more point here out of this timeout. They have room for one more point for error.
There's a look at the court that will bring in that play right after this timeout. And hey, for Coach Patrick Johnston, his team is in a good position, but he might be telling his players, come on, check yourself before you wreck yourself. We got to seal the deal here. Camosun just keeps drawing closer, though. Nice run of points for the team from BC, not going down in set number 1 without a fight.
We'd like to take this moment to thank another one of our sponsors, One Team Sports Group, the official equipment and apparel provider of the CCAA, providing 10 pieces of Adidas apparel for the CCAA All-Canadians, 12 pieces of Adidas apparel for the tournament All-Stars and MVP, and 30 pieces of Adidas apparel for the championship team.
Yeah, One Team Sports, the presenting sponsor, also of the CCAA All-Canadians.
Hit there. Diving save. A bit of a brain fart there by Camosun. They'll hand that first set win to Fanshawe. And the crowd here is loving it. The Dirty Bird family.
Unbelievable stuff. And Andrew is kind of what you'd expect for a successful Fanshawe outing. We saw the offense firing on all cylinders, and just like yesterday, we saw guys like Daniel Ridings in full swing, and up front, good defense. The blocking of Jaden Crowther made a big difference there as well. But, I mean, you wouldn't have thought Fanshawe was going to walk away with a 3-point win here in set number 1 based on the way things started out there.
That looked like it was... Sorry, Matt, finish up.
Oh, but certainly turning of the tables by Camosun to fall behind there, and Fanshawe got the W.
Yeah, absolutely. Fanshawe off to a bit of a slow start there, taking that set 25-22. Finding a way to clean their mistakes there up late. Got a little scary for them late in that one with some late surge there by the Chargers, but a late charge, I guess, if you will. But both these teams looking pretty good in this one. Would not be surprised if this one goes deep. Of course, on tap, our last match of the day, semifinal number 2. The Humber Hawks taking on the Sherbrooke Volunteers. The winner of this game faces the winner of that game on Saturday evening. Sure to be an instant classic here in the CCAA. Not to mention the loser of this game will be playing VIU, the bronze semifinal, tomorrow.
And if Camosun were to drop this game to Fanshawe, that bronze quarterfinal, or semifinal rather, would be a rematch of the Pac West Championship.
Yep. We'd like to take this moment to thank another one of our sponsors, Sport Canada, the major funding partner of the CCAA. Big thank you for that federal government funding.
Now, just like I mentioned, back in the BC conference, the Pac West Championship was ultimately won by Camosun. They beat the Vancouver Island University Mariners. And potentially a rematch, but I think Camosun's going to come back very strong here in this set and make their bid to be the ones not going to play VIU, but advancing into the semifinal matchup or the championship matchup on Saturday. But Andrew, it'll be very interesting to see, how does this set number 2 begin? Will it be kind of a repeat of set 1 as Camosun come out gangbusters, or is Fanshawe now, do they got the swagger? Do they have the mojo back? And are they going to continue their strong play?
Yeah, we've seen time and time again through these last couple days of volleyball action. Just because you start the set on, on a hot streak doesn't guarantee anything. It's all about finishing the job. Both teams ready to go. Just a few seconds left before we get ready to kick off set number 2.
So much about winning the hardware, winning these gold medals is playing your best volleyball at the right time. And for Fanshawe, didn't quite see the provincial gold medal game go the way they would like to, but they have entered the CCAA tournament and they've looking pretty strong, and that was a strong first set against the defending national champions. Here we go for set 2.
Set up there, met by the block. Lethbridge, the setup. Daniel Ridings deflected out of bounds, and he gets it started there with the point.
Daniel Ridings already 7 kills here, along with 3 digs. Just over 1 set into this game.
Bita shot partially blocked, kept alive by Batad, the libero. Ridings has a shot partially blocked, but still alive. Mafia, the setup for Bita. Soft touch. Lethbridge, his own setup for Vote. Goes right back to the side of Fanshawe, keeping on the pressure. Lethbridge sets it up for his teammate. That's number 13, Alan Pino. And I'll keep Lethbridge at the service line.
Yeah, that worked out for Fanshawe that time. Just a quick set, and Pino using the element of quickness to get the point.
Mafia, Bita, great cross-court shot there for the kill.
Yeah, good connection there. And Bita, such a dominant player. He's CCAA All-Canadian.
Couple Falcons getting their paths crossed there. Ridings, big hit. Mafia for Bita, partially deflected. Jump ball at the net. It's gonna go the way of Camosun.
Yeah, it's just a tough play there. It was bumped to the net by Patterson, but it was just a little too close for comfort. Awkward play for Fanshawe. This game now tied up at 2.
Lethbridge for Ridings, cross court, kept alive.
That thing went very high, almost scraping the ceiling.
Bita, the big hit, kept alive. No, it is not. Another point, Camosun. Taking a 3-2 lead here.
Patterson gave chase, ran after it, but could not keep that ball in play.
Fanshawe up 1-0 here if you're just joining us. Early second set action. Semifinal number 1. Winner advances to the gold medal game. Mafia Folkerts, yes. That'll extend the Camosun lead.
Just out of the reach of Elliot Leslie. It's Camosun rolling along here in set number 2 with a 2-point lead.
Just rolls over the net. Lethbridge, Vote, gets it over. Point, Fanshawe just lands in bounds.
So a good play up at the net. Jack Vote.
Another look at that play.
Vote will now serve for the Falcons.
Just clears the net. Folkerts. Front line got a piece of that one. Just have to be tossed back. Mafia, the setup. McDonald making no mistake. 5-3.
McDonald, a 5th-year player for this Camosun team. Couple of 5th-year players on this Camosun team making huge contributions. Eduardo Bita, Brendan Folkerts, veteran leadership for the team in blue.
Service error there by Bita. Heard a few bird calls from the crowd trying to fire up these dirty birds.
Now I'm excited for the following semifinal game because not only do you have the home team Humber Hawks, we're going to have all the fans making noise, but Sherbrooke has shown that their fan base travels well too, and they of course have the Quebec Vuvuzela. They got the horns, the Sherbrooke fans. They've blown the horns in the gym.
Yeah, I was told that there was actually 2 in the crowd yesterday.
Yeah, that's right. I spotted 2, yeah.
Because we weren't sure yesterday what was the deal there. Folkerts has his shot blocked. Mafia, the setup. Another big block there. Mafia will try the setup again, this time for Bita. No mistake there. Eduardo Bita. It's his 4th kill.
That's about as clean as it gets. Eduardo Bita stepping up and connecting totally on that shot. And it's tough to defend, Andrew. That's one of those plays from Eduardo Bida. You can do your best to contain a guy like number 9, but he's going to get some shots like that no matter what you do up front.
Del McDonald, service error. Behind a point right back to Fanshawe. They're just trailing by 1.
Number 12, Daniel Ridings.
Ridings at the service line.
He's let go some very nice serves here today, in addition to his outstanding play up at the net.
Services, number 12, Daniel Ridings.
How about the ace from Riding?
Incredible.
Thing of beauty, number 12 is in rare form here. This is some very good volleyball from number 12 in the white and red.
Can he continue his run? Mafia the setup. Just over the blocks into the wing of Riding. I got the chicken wing up there. Camosun back on top. Falkerts to serve.
Very close game here in set number 2. Fanshawe up 1-0, but just trading points here thus far.
Big hit, met at the net. Free play here for Camosun. Mafia the setup, the big hit by Bida. Mafia will try it again. Time for Basie, no. Mafia again for Basie. Chance for Fanshawe to respond here. Lethbridge missed his teammate. Boat.
Fantastic rally here, back and forth.
Basie right into the net, and we're tied back at 7s.
Serving for the Falcons, number 8, Tanner Patterson.
The guy with that Daniel Ridings fan fired up as we get another
That's
look.
what I'm telling you, man. When you see this guy celebrate this, really leading the Fanshawe Falcons cheering section, it's no wonder he punched through his own sign yesterday. This guy's all energy. Love to see it. All tied up at 7 here at the Hawks' Nest.
Play at the net. Won by number 14, Jalen Crowther. Patterson deserves.
So much fun here at the CCAA Nationals Tournament.
Some of the Sherbrooke players gathering up behind the Fanshawe bench.
Oh, you can see the green. Is that what tipped you off?
Is it St. Patrick's Day yet, or is that just Sherbrooke?
Every day is St. Patrick's Day at Sherbrooke College, my friend, by the looks of it.
Especially with this crew.
Yeah, they are committed. The green hairstyles, there's some green goatees, and if you want to see what the heck we're talking about, stay tuned, 8 o'clock for the other semifinal matchup, Humber versus the team in green, Sherbrooke.
Basie service error. They don't keep that green hair for St. Patrick's Day. Man, what a shame.
They go blue on that day. Very interesting to see how this set is played out, Andrew. It's neck and neck. You're kind of wondering, after Fanshawe was down in set 1, roared back for the win, how would this play out? Well, it's very, very close right now. Such a tight contest in this game to decide who goes to the championship.
Neither team wanting to give an inch. Toss back, free ball here for Camosun. Mafia set up the big hit there. Kieran Robinson done.
Serving for the Chargers is number 19, Kieran
Knotted up at 9. And now number 19 serving, Kieran Robinson Dunning.
Big hit there by Ridings, kept alive. Robinson Dunning. Volker just tosses it back. Lethbridge, the soft touch. Can they keep it alive? They somehow do. Wow, what an effort there by Camosun. And they end up winning the point there. Lucas Mafia finishing it off.
Unbelievable stuff. A little bit of uncoordinated play by Camosun there, but they were scrambling on their heels. Even ball off a foot there at one point to keep it alive. But what a big point, and great for the mojo going forward for the Chargers.
Well, they say that's the sign of a great team. How do you react when a play does break down? Another point there for the Chargers.
Serving is number 19, Kieran Robinson Dunning.
2-point lead now for Camosun. Trying to create some separation.
Both the soft touch catches everyone on Camosun off guard.
Yeah, it kind of froze a couple Chargers in their tracks. Brennan Volkerts got hung up there. That ball finds a wide open space.
Hard hit there. But just missed. Fanshawe wins that point, drawn at 11. Left bridge, just trickles over the net. Mafia, dunk play there. It's gonna be a point for Camosun on the double touch.
Yeah, high IQ play, just using the quick touch and then the double touch by Pinot.
Mafia is great at the service line. Just makes it over. Kept alive. Great opportunity here for the Chargers. Set up for Bita. Into the block, out of bounds. Going to be a point for Camosun. Each of these teams still have each of their timeouts here in the second set. Could still go either way.
And Bita now with a team high 5 kills in this game. Put his team up by 2.
Ridings. That finds its way down on the court for a Fanshawe point. They're within 1.
Now Bita may have a team high 5 kills for Camosun, but for Fanshawe, Ridings has a game high 8 kills.
That one missed by maybe half a foot or so. Another look.
Elliot Leslie, the libero, just checked back into the game for Fanshawe.
Beat a hard serve, but right into the net. Point Falcons.
Serving for the Falcons is number 13, Alain Pinot.
Pinot to serve. Second-year player, the middle from Windsor, Ontario. Home of HSN alum Adam Lucier.
Shout out to Southwest Ontario.
Serving for the Chargers is number 6, Dale McDonald.
Dale McDonald. Or McDonald, excuse me, to serve the middle, 5th year from Victoria.
Yeah, big fella, standing 6'6".
Just misses. Another service error. Fanshawe within 1 again.
Yeah, he sends her a little long that time, and that helps Fanshawe drop back within 1. Ridings has been serving good today. He's been doing a lot of good today.
Completely misses that one. Way too much power. Camosun retakes their 2-point lead.
Serving for the Chargers, number 7, Brendan Volkerts.
Volkerts to serve. It's been a factor yesterday and today. Boat dives to save that one. Lethbridge sets up. Chance here for the Chargers. Volkerts just bumps it across. Lethbridge the setup. Soft touch of the net by Patterson. Bita goes for the soft touch, and yes, that one works, despite a diving play by Daniel Ridings.
Timeout, Falcons.
Timeout taken by Fanshawe, their first of the set, trailing by 3. There's a look at that. Last soft touch there, Eduardo Bita.
No shortage of effort from Ridings to try to slide in there, but just beyond his grasp that time. And maybe a good timeout, Andrew, because you're looking at a Camosun team that is now up by 3, and we're getting into crunch time here as Camosun looks to tie things up at 1 set apiece. They're down right now after that first set of play here in set 2, looking to keep the positive momentum going, but will the timeout kind of slow them down? We'll have to find out.
These matches here, Matt, they could really go either way because it's a best-on-best tournament. Now we're down to the final 4 best teams in the country. So these guys are all locked in from basically building up that momentum all season now and going up against the other top schools in the nation. You haven't seen a lot of each other too, so you got to really adjust and quickly on the fly. Fanshawe back on the court. Some Footloose, you know who sings the song, Matt?
I want to say Kenny Loggins.
That would be correct.
Oh my goodness.
The king of 80s movie soundtracks.
But how is Highway to the Danger Zone Kenny Loggins the same as Footloose Kenny Loggins? Like, did he have some sort of transformative, like, doesn't seem like the same vibe, the same person to me.
Same as I'm All Right, Kenny Loggins from Caddyshack.
I might have to play that one for me after the program, because that one doesn't ring a bell.
You don't know Caddyshack?
I know of it. I just never.
Oh, we got to have a talk after the show.
Rodney Dangerfield. But.
We'll talk after.
So out of the timeout, Andrew Camosun with the service error. And as we see time and time again, the timeout working for the Falcons.
So helpful at stopping that momentum. Big chance here for Fanshawe. Big hit there, Jaden Crowther.
And momentum clearly shifting now. And a chance to strike while the iron's hot for Tanner Patterson. Can the second-year player lead to a couple points off the serve?
Patterson's serve is good. Set up by Mafia. Basie gets that point.
Beautiful shot.
Serving for the Chargers is number 3, Graham Bonzi.
And that's huge for Camosun to slow the roll of Fanshawe. Their lead's back to 2. Basie by way of BC's capital city, Victoria.
Service error. Fanshawe back within 1.
Coming into the game and serving for the Fanshawe Falcons is number 4, Najee.
Another tight set here. You get the feeling this one's going to go down to the wire.
Red hair don't care. Javid in the mix. A chance to draw his team even with the serve.
Good serve. The setup there. Kieran Robinson Dunning.
Serving for the Chargers.
Another look at that.
Falcons number 14, Jaden Crowther. Serving for the Chargers.
Robinson Dunning all over that one, getting that right hand up there, slapping that one down. Serve is good. Vote first on to that one. Lethbridge the setup, no. He'll try again. Both the soft touch that hits the post. Point for Camosun.
A rare miscue from Sebastian Lethbridge, the Ontario Player of the Year. Just set it a little too far out of reach for his teammate. Not quite on the same page that time. And that's a costly mistake for Fanshawe, as they're now down 3 late in the set.
They'll keep Robinson Dunning's streak alive from the line. Soft touch there. Did not work, but an error by the Camosun Chargers. Hand to point back to Fanshawe. They're within 2.
Big boy volleyball right up front at the net. Just hands up. And Fanshawe coming out on top.
Fanshawe, their front line was all over the Chargers there. Big hit there by Beta, extends that Camosun lead to 3. Fanshawe with 1 timeout left this set. And it appears that Patrick Johnson, a bit of a miscue there with the balls. But as I was saying, Patrick Johnston keeping that last timeout in his pocket, at least for now. Lethbridge the setup with a big hit there. Daniel Ridings, but out of bounds. Fanshawe back within 2.
You know, whatever Coach Patrick Johnson decides to do with his timeouts, I'm going to trust him. He is the OCAA West Coach of the Year, and for good reason. Led his team to that number 2 nationally ranked team at the most recent CCAA rankings.
Folkert's got that around the block. Lethbridge the setup. Kept alive.
Beautiful take, Christopher LaGuardia.
Folkert's from the left side, no. Patterson from the left side.
Mafia with a beautiful dig.
Folkert's across the block. Fanshawe somehow keeps that play alive.
Yeah, fantastic rally right now.
Beta, no. Ridings, the soft touch didn't work. Mafia for Folkert's. Met by the block. Fanshawe's back within 1. It's 21-20 the score. Another look. There it was. Alain Pino getting a hand on that.
Just fantastic back and forth play. And now we're right back to a razor-thin game, 21-20. That 3-point lead for Camosun has evaporated.
Jack Vogt at the service line. Had an ace yesterday. Volkerts again from the left side. Deflected back. Lethbridge is set for Ridings, was off balance. Couldn't get some power behind that. McDonald somehow saved by Lethbridge. The dunk play doesn't work.
Such tight play at the net right now.
What a rally. Bida can't get that over.
Boy, this is a scramble of a rally right now. Scrambled eggs.
Bida's play doesn't work. Patterson is down.
Oh no, so the play blown dead as Patterson's well on the other side of the court.
Him and Bida got a little tangled up there by the net. Scary moment here. Hope he's okay.
Yeah, looks like maybe that right ankle, he rolled up. That seemed to be what he was grabbing for. Got the training staff by his side. His coach is right there with him. Patrick Johnston checking on his player. You can kind of see just to the right of your screen. I appreciate our camera crew not putting the camera directly on the injured player. Just let him get up on his own time. There's a look at Camosun kind of huddled up here, and you know,
back up on his own power. He's gonna be taken off for the time being, kind of walking off gingerly on that right ankle.
And for Fanshawe, they're losing a player in Patterson who hopefully will be able to get taped up with some of that Veerburn medical supply tape or what have you, but this is a player that's been defensively making a big impact. 5 digs here tonight.
There's a violation there charged to Fanshawe. It's gonna be a point for Camosun. Even the Chargers are confused by this by the looks of it.
Not sure what the resolution is, but it appears maybe we're gonna...
Appears they took that point away.
Good old-fashioned do-over with the reserve.
Obviously, Tanner Patterson, a big part of that Fanshawe win yesterday. 8 kills and 24 attempts, but I mean, it's really about the human being here. You hope he's okay.
Interesting call there.
Back to action. McDonald gets the ball down there. Camosun back up by 2.
And it's tough, right? Because with that injury, things really slowed down right to a halt. And before that, Fanshawe was kind of humming along. And now after the stoppage, it's Camosun who's back firing on all cylinders, leaning on their opponent right now.
Yeah, basically as good as a timeout.
And now Bida serving. Oh boy,
what a rocket. Finding the corner there, perfectly placed with that power. The Brazilian player is really stealing the show here, the Nationals. Fanshawe using their second and final timeout of the second set, trailing by 3. Room for error, just 1 point. Camosun just needs 2 more points to secure the second set. We'd like to take this moment to thank one of our sponsors for this tournament, Veerburn Medical Supply, the official medical supply provider of the CCAA, providing a variety of tapes for the host and participating teams to use during the championship. So big thank you to Veerburn for supporting us this week.
Big play coming up out of this timeout. Camosun has been no stranger here in set number 2 to those 3-point leads, and they hold one now at the most pivotal moment. Closing in on a second set victory are the Chargers, and that would even things up at 1 set apiece, but Fanshawe still has a chance to turn the tables. So tough, though, with Beta at the service line.
Just needs 2 more points to close out this set and tie this at 1 apiece. The 3 aces yesterday. Powerful serve. Lethbridge the setup. Soft touch play at the net. No. Point for Camosun. Too many touches on the side of Fanshawe. Set point for Camosun. Just 1 more point for them to tie this at a set apiece.
Just a quick visual update on Tanner Patterson. Number 8 for Fanshawe went down with the injury. Still on the trainer's table, getting his right ankle looked at. Seems the trainer's still feeling around, diagnosing the issue. Set point for Camosun.
Beat another hard serve. McDonald got the wrong part of that ball there.
He's kind of having a chuckle. You know, you gotta own up when you miss hit one. Fanshawe fans are letting them have it.
Bringing out the binoculars and the telescope.
Yeah, the guy that punched through the sign yesterday is doing the Copernicus telescope.
Tough crowd here. Folkerts has a shot blocked. Still alive here for Camosun. He'll try again, gets it over the block, and that one's down. Camosun with the set win here, 25-21. We're drawing at a set apiece here, so that'll guarantee a 4th set at least. Look at that set clinching point. Beautiful shot there, just getting that over the block, not quite going for all the power there. Gotta love that. And Matt, this is shaping up to be another classic here.
Oh yeah, if you wanted exciting volleyball in the CCAA semifinals, well, mission accomplished after 2 sets of play. And Fanshawe now facing adversity, not only now losing the 2nd set, but potentially losing one of their key players, Tanner Patterson, to that ankle injury. And he has not made the trip to the other side of the gym with his team. He's still on that trainer's table being assessed.
Patterson, one of the top attacking players. But we'd like to take this moment to thank another one of our sponsors here, 4imprint, the presenting sponsor of the players of the match. They provide 28 CCAA branded items for the players of the match here this week. So a big thank you to 4imprint.
I think this is their song playing right now. The players of the match. Oh, I think it might be a different song. And for Fanshawe, they're hoping they can channel the return of the Mac, as they need to find their swagger after, again, losing a key player, dropping that set. These have been very close affairs. And there you see on the camera, Patterson limping his way over to the training table.
He's got that right ankle wrapped up in bunch of ice there.
Might be safe to assume with the ice on there that his day is over. I studied kinesiology a long time ago, Andrew, and from what I remember, when you ice it, that's pretty well means you're in healing mode. You're not getting back out there.
It usually means some swelling in that area. Hopefully nothing too bad there for Tanner. One of the top players here for Fanshawe. But 30 seconds before we get ready with this 3rd set. Arguably the most important set, since we're drawn at 1 apiece, will give that team a huge advantage going to that 4th set. We've stressed this before, you do not want to let this get into a 5th set. If you have one bad run there, that could be the end of your tournament, or at least here at the end of your gold medal hopes.
You know, Fanshawe is not one to shy away from a 5-set thriller. We've seen a few right here in the Hawk's Nest. You can rewind back to the 5-set thriller that was the 2019 OCAA Championship hosted by Humber College, and Fanshawe came in and was able to win that game and ultimately win the national championship as well. But we are now all switched up, ready to go here for set number 3. We're at 1 set apiece. It's party time.
Kieran Robinson-Dunning to get us started off for the Camosun Chargers.
Quick touch there.
The setup, Folkert shot, that's blocked. Left bridge, sets that up for Ridings. Goes off the libero's head. It's gonna be a point for Camosun. Bit of a bad break there. Went off the head of Leslie, and then a violation against the Fanshawe Falcons.
Yeah, Jack Vogt just too in tight up on the net, and official makes the call for the violation.
Robinson-Dunning's streak at the service line continues. Vogt taps it over. Bida! Lethbridge diving to get that one. The setup for Riding. The soft touch, no. Set up there for Basie and met by the block. Point for Fanshawe.
Kind of feel like Fanshawe needed that to establish themselves here in set number 3.
These Fanshawe uniforms a lot easier to read today.
Yeah, we were having a tough time with their black jerseys, the black on black numbers. The commentator's worst nightmare.
Now we just got worried with those with the libero, but those are a few. There's just a few. That's dealable, you know. We can deal with that.
I can face that adversity, but yeah, the whole team in the black jerseys was. I lost sleep over that.
Another look at that. Bida hit. Vogt got a hand on that one, but could not keep control. Big hit there. Matthew Batad.
The holy roller, that ball just kind of went right along the tape down the net, but Fanshawe could not get it over onto the Chargers' side. As the Chargers hop out to a 2-point lead.
Lucas Mafia's run at the service line. This is second serve. Batad has that shot blocked, but it'll go out of bounds, so a point for the Falcons.
Yeah, Batad, who's left his home province of British Columbia to play for the London, Ontario-based Fanshawe Falcons, and gets a great hit there, number 2 in white. Now number 13, Pinot, serving.
Mafia the setup, and what a hit there, Eduardo Bida.
Absolutely smoked that volleyball provided by Moulton, the official volleyball in the CCAA. Eduardo Bida, perhaps one of the scariest hitters in the CCAA. The 5th year Brazilian. Great serve there.
One of the early favorites for tournament all-star. Whoa, and a bit of a weird moment there. Folkert's going in by the podium. The umpire having a bit of a chuckle with that one.
Folkert's looking like he was like King Kong climbing the Empire State Building. As we're going to have to make some adjustments here to our hardware.
There we go.
Folkert's saying, look, I won't do that again, Chief. I'm sorry.
I swear it was an accident.
I don't know. It's the Nationals. I got carried away.
It happens.
Ultimately, it's now just a 1-point lead for Camosun.
Daniel Ridings to serve. Still having problems with that podium, it looks like.
Now, right now, it's actually a player getting taped up.
Oh.
It looks like we have multiple issues right now. We've got...
Yeah, definitely an issue with the podium as well.
And we have number 7 for Camosun over Brendan Folkerts. After that collision with the hardware over there, he's getting taped up. You can see on the right side of your screen, number 7, not the bench. I think the game's over. No, I'm just kidding. So we have a bit of deliberation going on between the Fanshawe players and Camosun right up at the net. Not a lot to commentate right now. The good news is Folkerts is making his way back out, and I think we're ready to play volleyball once again.
Is the podium ready to go, though? That's the question. Oh, yellow card being awarded to Fanshawe.
Yellow card charged to Fanshawe Falcons, number 4, Najim Javid.
And that's charged against Najim Javid. Not quite sure the context there. Just a rather unusual sequence, perhaps the most unusual sequence of the tournament thus far.
I would have to agree with that, Matt.
A lot going on.
The rare yellow card shown in volleyball. I don't often see that in CCAA play. And a service ace there. Daniel Ridings has his run continue. Ties this set at 4-apiece.
Ridings is carrying a lot of weight on his back at this tournament for Fanshawe. There was that last serve.
Just over the net.
To let go of another one here. Back to real action.
Set up Mafia McDonald for the kill.
Serving for the Chargers, number 6, Dale McDonald.
Each of these sets has been airtight here. The national semifinal. Winner here plays the gold medal match. Scheduled for 7 p.m. on Saturday. Soft touch, almost gets away from the Charger. Somehow makes it over the net, but lands out of bounds. Fanshawe ties this back up.
A real close game here. Set number 3 is airtight.
Couple of players getting crossed up. Eduardo Bita, that one tipped out. It's gonna be a point for Camosun. Bita and Basie crossing paths, and we'll have to wipe off a little bit of that moisture from the court.
The serving for the Chargers, number 7, Brendan Folkerts.
Close up there of Eduardo Bita cleaning up the court.
Bita helping out all over the court here today. But what an offensive stud, number 9 for Camosun, Eduardo Bita. He was the player of the game in the Pac West gold medal game as his team captured gold in BC.
That'll be a point there. Big one there, Jaden Crowther. Another look. The setup there, and perfect timing there. Crowther got right on top of that one. Here he is with the serve. Just makes it over. Kept alive. Bita, Mafia. Basie into the block. Kept alive. Great effort there. The setup for Vote kept alive there. What a sequence. Bita, that shot misses. Fanshawe takes a 1-point lead.
Serving for the Falcons, number 14, Jaden Crowther.
Crowther back on the line. Good serve. Bita. Is that deflected? Yes, or it's going to be a net violation against the Falcons.
Serving for the Chargers is number
Back
3,
tied up.
The official on that far side might have also called that inbounds, that strike from Bita.
Graham Basie, the 4th-year left side from Victoria, BC. Left bridge. Vote the soft touch. Toss back by Mafia. Left bridge, Ridings. That was a hard hit. Saved by Basie. Bita, another hard hit. Ridings with the attempt. Gets it through the block, and that one goes straight down. Fanshawe back on top. Another look at that play.
Yeah, Ridings, just fantastic work stepping in. And man, I love seeing his shots on these replays because he's just torched that body. Generates so much power. 10 kills for Ridings here today.
Fantastic game for him. Bita shot immediately blocked. Fanshawe on top by 2.
Daniel Ridings with the block now. So the points he's able to generate for his team, they come from all over the court. Number 12 for Fanshawe, so good, and often benefiting from beautiful sets from this guy right here. Sebastian Lethbridge, Ontario's Player of the Year.
Soft touch caught everyone on Fanshawe off guard. The play by Kieran Robinson-Dunning.
Serving for the Chargers is number 19, Kieran Robinson-Dunning.
Fanshawe still up by 1 point. Robinson-Dunning to serve for the Chargers. Lethbridge for Riding. Beat up, big hit into the block. Looked like that ball was deflected before it could hit Batad.
Serving for the Chargers, number 19,
We're back drawn at 9s. We're on the verge of one of these teams hitting double digits.
Yeah, but you kind of get the impression it's just going to be airtight all the way through this third set. Both teams firing on all cylinders right now.
Lethbridge was going for a vote. Beta all over that one.
Serving for the Chargers is number 19, Kieran Robinson-Dunning.
Lethbridge is so fascinating to watch with his sets. He just never really telegraphs where he's going with the ball, but that time an unorthodox play doesn't quite connect with Vogt.
Lethbridge will try again. Ridings hits that back line. Fanshawe draws things up at double digits, 10 each. Here's the replay.
Yeah, but Todd to Lethbridge to Ridings. What a connection.
Easy as 1, 2, 3. Vogt serve. Beta shot into the block, deflects out of bounds. Camosun back on top.
Serving for the Chargers, number 1, Lucas Mafia.
Lucas Mafia to serve. 4 aces yesterday. He's a monster from behind the service line. Riding sets that one up. For Batad, the soft touch didn't quite work. Volkerts. Lethbridge, Batad can't get that over, hit the post.
Just very tight play. A lot of players in the vicinity for Fanshawe. A little bit of confusion. Let's run it back as Sebastian Lethbridge set it up. But it was just in a little too tight to that pole. Allowing Camosun to jump out to a 2-point lead.
Lethbridge for Riding, soft touch, out of bounds. Camosun up by 3 here, so gaining a little bit of momentum here and a little bit of space from their opponents.
And a good call here to pump the brakes as Fanshawe can maybe see Camosun in danger of running away a little bit here.
Now, we talked before, we've seen the effectiveness of these timeouts, and boy, oh boy, does Fanshawe need one here, because this is not that set that you want to slip away.
No, this is such a pivotal set. You know, we mentioned whoever wins this is going to have their opponent right on the edge, right on the cusp in a very precarious position. And there's the fan who we're just getting a kick out of here. He's obviously a big Daniel Ridings fan. I mean, who isn't? And that is the same sign that was punched through yesterday out of sheer excitement. Dirty Bird family showing up at the Hawks Nest.
They didn't know if you could have caught that on camera, but there's some black tape on the back of that sign, kind of covering up that damage.
But yeah, such a big set here and such a big play coming out of this timeout. We've seen the timeouts work pretty well in the favor of the team that have been calling them. But this is huge for Fanshawe. They cannot allow Camosun to get a big lead. This has just been such a tight volleyball game, especially a Fanshawe team without a key player. Tanner Patterson doesn't look like he's going to be moving a muscle on that Fanshawe bench.
Still icing that ankle. Mafia serve. Lethbridge a setup for Batad, yes. Fanshawe back within 2. About halfway through this third set, still tight as ever. Another look at that. serve into the net. It's going to go down as an error. Camosun back up by 3.
Bita's got such strong serves.
Out of bounds.
Shot that up as an ace for number 9.
Would not be the first this weekend and will definitely not be the last. Bita again. Can't keep that one alive. Another service ace for Eduardo Bita.
Back-to-back service aces and creating major separation out of that timeout. Now a 5-point lead and another timeout called by Fanshawe. The Chargers showing exactly why they're the #1 nationally ranked team, a force to be reckoned with here.
Looking good coming into this timeout. We'd like to take this moment to thank another one of our sponsors, Sport Canada, the major funding partner of the CCAA. Big thank you to the government of Canada for that federal funding.
Shout out.
We'd also like to thank another one of our sponsors here, Volleyball Canada, the national sport organization partner of the CCAA. Of course, using a lot of Volleyball Canada officials here this week, as we do all year really for OCAA matches, so a big thank you to them.
And some familiar faces in the officiating crew that we see in OCAA action, and yeah, it looks like maybe some other province officials too. I saw one of them walking around a Manitoba volleyball bag. Of course, Manitoba represented in this tournament by the Providence Pilots, just south of Winnipeg. Coast to coast, great volleyball tournament here. The CCAA's best teams in the country, and a great game on our hands right now between #1 and 2.
Lethbridge set for Batad, the soft touch kept alive. Mafia for Bita. Scramble play there, play at the net, jump ball.
4 players right in the mix.
Oh my. Neither one of these teams wanting to stand down here, and Fanshawe snatches up that point. Man, oh man. Camosun Chargers still up by 4 here in this all-important 3rd set. Winner takes that oh-so-important 2-1 set lead into the set number 4. Ridings will get credited with the service error on that one.
Yeah, tough break for Fanshawe. They look to a guy like number 12 to be that spark, in a bit of a jam right now, down 5. Daniel Ridings for Fanshawe with 10 kills. Leading the game now, Eduardo Bita with 13 kills this evening.
We still have at least one more set to go. Rare error there by Sebastian Lethbridge.
Yeah, Lethbridge just got the unfriendly bounce off the net.
Fanshawe all out of timeouts here. Camosun has both theirs in their back pocket. Another look at that play. Off the net, and Lethbridge just kind of hits that back. Gets called for the lift. Dunk play there.
Now the official's gonna say he charged with the lift violation. He just kind of palmed that bad boy. And I think I agree with that call, Andrew. Take another
look.
It's kind of like a put-back dunk, a little too much grabbing of that ball going on there.
Bita first on that ball. Big play there. Robinson Dunning gets the kill.
Serving for the Chargers, number 7, Brendan Volkers.
As we mentioned, no timeouts here to help Fanshawe. They're going to win this 3rd set. They just got to do it on their own. Service error. Ridings smartly gets out of the way of that one.
Jaden Crowther. Coming into the game for the Fanshawe Falcons is number 10, Evan Wentz.
Service error, Jaden Crowther. Crunch time here for the Falcons. Camosun within 5 points of taking a 2-1 set lead. Graham Basie, the 4th year left side out of Victoria, BC to serve. Great serve there.
Yeah, Leslie pops it up.
Kept alive somehow.
Yeah, Riding's blast well defended by Camosun.
Another opportunity here. Chance for Camosun to respond. Big hit there. The point will go to Fanshawe on the attack lane violation.
A good break for Fanshawe, but still in a tough position here, down by 5, and Camosun just needs 5 more.
You got to double up your opponent here. Not easy. Dunk play denied. Bida, one kept alive, and to be a ball handling violation. A lift, to be specific, against the Falcons. Chargers just 4 points away.
So tough break for Fanshawe, and that just puts them in an even deeper hole late in set number 3.
Both the setup for Ridings. Big step there for Folkerts. Left bridge. Ridings again, just makes it over. That gets away. No, it doesn't. Oh man, somehow Chargers keep that play alive.
My goodness.
Ridings tries to put it in there, no. Step there for Ridings once again. They're feeling him, he's the hot hand. Mafia, Bida somehow got denied there. What a rally. Block, slows that one down a bit. Ridings tries again, that one misses. Camosun within 3.
Wow, I mean, so many major plays on that rally. Tough to even pick out just one, but at the end of the day, Ridings not able to connect on that last shot, sending it out of bounds, and Ridings has gone a bit quiet early in this game. He was such an offensive force, and he's been sitting at 10 kills for quite some time now, and I think you got to give credit to the Chargers for slowing down the offensive star of Fanshawe.
Yeah, we've seen Camosun making that adjustment early. There's a kill there for Ridings.
Well, I'm happy to be proved wrong there as Ridings jumps right back into the mix, and a huge shot there. Number 12 maybe getting going again. He's had a strong game. They're going to need him to step up because it's been guys on the other side like Bida that have allowed Camosun to really take charge.
It's Jack Vogt with the serve. McDonald gets denied. Tad, no. Bida, hard hit. Makes it all the way almost up to the Raptors. Left bridge, a setup for Ridings. Yes! A soft touch there by Daniel Ridings works.
I don't know if Ridings has an earpiece and is listening to the broadcast, but ever since I said that maybe he's kind of cooling off a little bit, he has come back with a vengeance. Not a lot of room for mistakes, though, as Fanshawe going to get the service ace to help the cause.
Jack Vogt got the moves off the court. The moves on the court here. Camosun forced to take their first time out here as Fanshawe slowly starting to creep their way back into the set.
Wow. The DJ going for some laid back Michael Jackson, man in the mirror Michael Jackson.
Might be needed, as I think a few of us here need a breather after that.
I think he's kind of reading the room. You know, my heart can only take so much action. Sometimes you gotta cool the jets a little bit. 4-point lead now, Andrew. Fanshawe's showing such determination, but you got to wonder, are they turning it on too late here in set number 3? They're in a bit of a jam right now.
At the very least, you know, you can give yourself a little bit of momentum heading into that 4th set, but I mean, you don't want to come into that 4th one behind. You really want to go in there on top. And Camosun, I was about to touch on this before, so good at adjusting to what the other team gives you. We saw them against Providence in the opening match. They lost that first set, and after they really just kind of turned it on, turned up the jets, and they won those next 3 sets here. Saw Daniel Ridings was the hot hand early, and they've found ways to contain him.
Fanshawe's looking at the man in the mirror. They're asking him to make a change. And that's where you got to start, partner. Find a way to come back. Down 4 late in the set.
Jack Vogt. Big hit there. Beat up, partially blocked. Deflects out of bounds. Point for the Chargers. 2 points away from going up 2-1. Another look at that serve there. Mafia. Lethbridge, the set for Ridings. Big kill there, Daniel Ridings.
Ridings, huge hit, and he looks right over across to his opponent, Eduardo Bida. Gives him a little how do you do, and maybe the little gamesmanship. Dang, Daniel is right to that man with the sign.
A little bit of a rivalry brewing maybe between these two. Bida and Ridings, service error there. Not what Fanshawe needed there. That's going to be set point for the Chargers.
Eduardo Bida, a chance to respond right now and put the kiss of death on this set number 3.
Lethbridge, the setup for Batad. Bida first on that one. Bad setup there. Mafia had to go into the crowd. Folkerts can't get a good handle on that one. Right into the net. Fanshawe back within 4.
It's Ridings serving, and we know that he has the ability to dial up those service aces, but is he going to try to play it safe here, Andrew? You don't want to give this set win to Camosun off an error.
Riding serve. Mafia the set for Folkerts into the block. He keeps that one alive himself. And Basie's shot there. No one on that run, right in the middle of the court. Camosun taking a commanding 2-1 lead into the 4th, and we get more man in the mirror.
2 straight sets for the Camosun Chargers. And coming up next on the Hawk Sports Network, match number 8, the other championship semifinal. The home court Humber Hawks will be taking on the Volunteers de Sherbrooke. It's Quebec versus Ontario. Classic Maple Leafs versus Canadians matchup, if you will.
2 of the original 4 provinces in Canada. Can you name the other 2?
The other 2 original provinces in Canada. I'm going to guess East Coast. Nova Scotia and New Brunswick.
You would be correct.
Okay. Phew.
You somewhat paid attention to Canadian history.
I was not that invested. I kind of wish I paid a bit more attention. Fascinating area of study history and a fascinating storyline in this matchup. Take a look. Very similar sets, Andrew. Look at the scores in set 2 and 3. 25-21 in set 2. In set 3, it was 25-20. And we'll see, is Camosun kind of locked in here? Have they figured out their opponent? Now, to Camosun's credit, they really did a good job defensively silencing, to a large extent, number 12, Daniel Ridings. But at the end of that set, Andrew, Ridings was kind of picking up his mojo again, getting his groove back. Daniel got his groove back, not just Stella. And maybe he's going to be able to continue that in set 4. That's going to be a huge difference maker, I think.
Yeah, like you said, he was stuck at 10 for a while there, but then he quickly got that number back up to 14. Kind of a blink and you miss it moment. But for Fanshawe, the key's just got to be to take that lead early, because really they're playing from behind that whole time in that 3rd set.
But they really were battling strong at the end of that 3rd set. Now, we did mention, is this perhaps too little too late? It proved to be too little too late in that 3rd set. And we've got 45 more seconds before we fade down the Michael Jackson music and we turn the volleyball back on. I feel like once a year you got to listen to Man in the Mirror by Michael Jackson and just kind of, you know, have a spiritual moment, you know what I'm saying?
That, a little bit of self-reflection. Do you think that's what Aaron Rodgers did on his darkness trip?
That's what's going to lead him to sign with the New York Jets, but that's for another time, Andrew. Time to make a change and time to break that huddle.
Just a few seconds left before Fanshawe Falcons will take back the court. They need this set if they want their gold medal hopes to stay alive. And if you're Camosun, you do not want to drop this set. That 5th and final set will be the first of 15, so not much room for error there. If you let one low run slip away, could be the end of you. And you're headed to that bronze medal bracket if that's the case. Here we go, 4th set underway. Bida, the big hit, gets us started with a kill. 15 on the game for the CCAA All-Canadian, first team All-Conference, and the Pac West Provincial Tournament MVP.
Bida now 15 kills today. He's been contributing defensively as well with 7 digs. Good layout there by Mafia. Over to Bida.
Tad couldn't get that one away cleanly. Point there for Camosun. They're up 2-0 here early.
Serving for the Chargers, number 1.
Fanshawe can't stay on their heels for long here. They're going to have to kind of show what they had in the end of set number 3 and bring that kind of good volleyball into the frame right now.
Service error by Lucas Mafia.
Serving for the Falcons is number 11, Jack Vogt.
Jack Vogt. He's had a few runs from the service line today. Can he get another one going? His team really needs him here. Mafia, the setup for Bida. The soft touch, no, doesn't work there. Riding's hard, shot into the block, out of bounds. Fanshawe ties this up at 2s. The damn Daniel side back out.
And Daniel Ridings is going to be potentially that difference maker. I feel like he's making eye contact with that Fanshawe fan. Love to see it. But can Ridings play his game here? We'll find out.
Shot a little too soft there by Folkerts.
I'm worried that fan's gonna punch a hole through our broadcast table. The way he punched a hole through his Daniel Ridings side.
Gotta call security if he comes by here.
Nah, he seems like a good guy.
Folkerts, a soft touch, has not had a game like he had yesterday. Strong play there. Evan West fresh into this game. Did not see any play time yesterday in the opening matchup against Briarcrest, but immediately making his impact here, the first year middle from London. Boat shot sails away there.
Yeah, what a big opportunity for the rookie, Evan West. Stepping in here with the bright lights.
Camosun sticking with basically the same guys this whole way. Shot gets away from the libero, Elliot Leslie, up into the basketball hoop. Uh-oh, maybe a little bit of a problem there with the popcorn machine.
I think our popcorn machine is smoking big time right now, partner. Well, too much butter, not enough kernels in there, I think.
Hopefully that's just steam.
Just a bit long from Bida that time, and Fanshawe now with a 1-point lead, and the rookie, Evan West, serving for Fanshawe.
Evan West. Serve is good. Mafia. Folkerts. West can't get that one cleanly. Camosun ties this up at 5.
Chargers, number 6, Taylor McDonald.
And early in this set, it is a close one.
Left bridge the setup. Big hit there by Ridings. Hits the ground. Another point there for Fanshawe.
Daniel just jammed that one in there. And
15 kills.
Yeah, and he is just one behind the only person in this game on either side with more kills. Number 9, Eduardo Bida, with one more than Ridings.
Ridings from the service line. Mafia for Bida. The soft touch doesn't work. Set up for Batad. Cross court, yes. The libero, Christopher LaGuardia, couldn't get a clean hand on that one. Fanshawe by 2.
So Ridings serving now. We saw him last at the line in set number 3.
Another look at that big right arm.
Ooh, the scorpion there. Hopefully LaGuardia is okay.
Ridings serve just makes it over. We've seen it before. Hitting that tape on the net there, it could be a double-edged sword. But when that works, boy, does that work.
The volleyball gods with Daniel on that serve.
Some would say, damn, Daniel.
That's according to the sign in the crowd there. Love all the fans coming out supporting their respective teams.
Mafia shot miss, or excuse me, the setup there for Basie misses. Timeout for the Chargers. More Michael Jackson.
Dirty Diana, I believe this one is called.
That would be correct. From the album Bad, which is anything but bad.
But heavy on the Michael Jackson today. Nothing wrong about that, and it's been another fun day of volleyball, Andrew. Day 2 here at the CCAA tournament.
We got one more after this. Not done yet.
We are not done yet. Good point. And it's really, I think, in the mind of a lot of folks here in this gym at Humber College, the game of the day, the game of the tournament so far, as the Humber Hawks look for an opportunity to advance to the national championship game. They can get past the team from Quebec. Volunteers to Sherbrooke. And those Quebec fans are going to be in the mix. We saw the Sherbrooke fans getting rowdy. They had the horns. They were, I think, going to be a nice compliment to the Humber Hawk cheering section. And again, that game is scheduled to start at 8 o'clock, but it might get pushed a little bit because not only are we going to have to see possibly a 5th set in this game if it keeps going the way it's going, but we're going to have to allow some warm-up time in between games as well.
I believe teams need a half hour to warm up.
So what we're saying is cancel your sushi reservation, Andrew. This might be a long night of volleyball.
Oh, damn. I was hoping it wouldn't have to, Matt.
Number 7, Brendan Folkers.
Really looking forward to some tuna rolls tonight. No, I'm kidding, but...
Nice 9-3 for Fanshawe here, yeah, 9-3, 9-6.
9-6. Left bridge, diving to keep that one alive. Ridings just tosses that over. Mafia. Hit by... No, oh my God, what a shot there. Beat a shot, didn't work, but eventually found its way down on the Fanshawe side. Camosun within 2.
Yeah, Bida blocked in a big way. In the second opportunity, Mafia just using the element of surprise, finding an open lane.
Folkers. Folkers serve, no. Or excuse me, yes. Camosun pulls within 1.
A nice run for the Chargers, the defending national champions, hoping to put this thing away in 4 sets. Fanshawe hoping to force a 5th and final set.
Riding shot. They'll get the point.
That's maybe a top chance for Fanshawe to reestablish that 3-point lead. How about that?
Camosun pulling back within 1.
Folkers stepping in to that shot.
Camosun using one timeout already in this set. Fanshawe still has both theirs in their back pocket. And a 1-point lead. Diving play there.
Beautiful Matthew Batad, outstanding work.
Ridings gets that shot over. Set up for Bida.
Partial block.
Lethbridge tosses that over. Leslie Vogt. Play at the net. Nice setup there by Mafia.
Yeah, great strategy by Camosun.
Mafia, another setup for Bida, the hard hit. And that finds the court. This one tied at double digits, 10-10.
So can Basie give his team the lead here? Another very tight set, locked up at 10.
Set up there, no. Attempt by Crowther, no good. Bida, big hit there.
Batad is all over the place for Fanshawe right now.
Vogt can't get that. Vogt will try again. Through the block, just misses though. Not by much. Break there for Camosun, they take a 1-point lead.
And number 2, Matthew Batad for Fanshawe's really putting his body on the line. Unfortunately, it's Camosun who comes away with the point that time, but not for lack of trying on part of Fanshawe.
Jump ball there at the net. Won by Fanshawe. Lane violation against the Chargers. They're asking for a towel to clean that middle part of the court up.
And Eduardo Bida seems to be the go-to. He's cleaning things up on his side.
Jaden Crowther getting ready to serve. Drawn 11s here, so just about halfway through this fourth and potentially final set here. Gold medal semifinal number 1. Right into the net, giving Camosun the 1-point lead.
So here in the middle of set number 4, it's do or die for Fanshawe. They lose this set. The best they can hope for here is bronze in this tournament. And if they win here, they can, in set 4, force a 5th set.
Great job there, Evan West, to throw down that ball. His second kill of the night.
Evan West showing how they do it in Western Ontario with a beautiful setup, and the rookie making an impact here in a big national championship semifinal game.
Point there for Camosun. Deflected out of bounds. They retake that 1-point lead. No one's at 20 yet, but it feels like crunch time already. Lethbridge the setup for Vogt. Yes. Hot shot there. Catches the line.
And the Fanshawe cheering section here at the Humber College North Campus gym likes that big play as we see things tied back up at 13.
Vogt shot. It's a little long was that serve. Camosun back on top by 1.
Good look from the side here at the gym, which is just going to continue to fill up once Humber gets ready to take the court. As Humber's hoping to be only the 2nd team in CCAA men's volleyball history to win the national title on home turf.
Lethbridge keeps that alive. Thrown over by Ridings. Mafia the set for Fulkridge through the block. Leslie diving attempt, can't get to that one. 2-point lead for the Chargers.
Yeah, Leslie was close, but just too far away.
Bida on the service line. Fanshawe down by 2, still have both their timeouts left in this set. Leslie, great job to keep that alive and set up his teammates. Batad. Lethbridge will try for Batad again. No, right into the net.
Timeout.
And no surprise there, Fanshawe will use their first timeout of the set. Try and change their forces around in this set.
Oh boy, and a 3-point lead for Camosun, and Fanshawe's gonna have to turn this around real quick because this is kind of eerily similar to what we saw in set number 3. And once Camosun established that lead in the middle of the set, they were able to hang on to that. Now Fanshawe is a good squad, and again, we highlighted early on, Andrew, this is a matchup of the #1 ranked team in the country in Camosun and the #2 ranked team in the nation in Fanshawe. So really just a dream matchup here we're getting as part of the CCAA semifinal. But right now it's Camosun in the driver's seat in a few ways, right? And looking at that bench, I think they're happy to just continue what they're doing. And Eduardo Bida, #9, has been at the service line helping this lead, but really it's been his hitting, his kills throughout the match that's allowed them to really be in this winning position.
And what really makes Bida so special, in my opinion, is he kind of plays not really on that front line, kind of hangs back a little bit, can get those digs, but then when he's in that attack, he just jumps in there, really pounces on that ball. So hard to defend.
Yeah, I mean, how remarkable is Eduardo Bida? Not only does he have 17 kills, he's leading his team with 9 digs. So just that fusion of offense and defense, like you're saying, makes him a special player and a valuable asset, a player they hope can propel them to a Camosun national championship berth.
And the man we're just talking about on the service line still. His team up by 3. Heavy serve there, just misses though. Fanshawe back in control.
So the timeout working out for Fanshawe thus far, putting an end to Bida's serves, and we'll begin Evan West's serves.
Good looking serve. Mafia, the setup for Basie. Perfectly placed there. Vogt couldn't quite get down to get that one.
Yeah, 1 and done at the service line for Evan West as Basie just gets all of it here. Just out of reach.
I'm watching these two setters go at it, Lethbridge and Mafia. Both of them setting up their teammates so well. It's been plenty of fun here to watch from the broadcast booth.
Yeah, you said it, partner.
Service error there. Fanshawe back within 2. Daniel Riding's on the line. If you want anyone from the service line for your Fanshawe fan, he might be the guy. Mafia Folkerts into the post. Point Fanshawe, they draw within 1.
Yeah, both teams kind of pointing at each other there. It's kind of a he said, she said, but
it's kind of like the Spider-Man meme.
Yeah, that's pretty well, partner. Ultimately going the way of Fanshawe, and they now have a chance to tie this game off the serve of the offensive star, Daniel Ridings.
Blast of a serve. Folkerts gets it through the block. Leslie having trouble with that one. Couldn't quite get low enough.
And keep in mind, Andrew, this is a huge play, finding some hardwood there. And Fanshawe's doing all this right now without the services of Tanner Patterson, who was pretty well one of their leading scorers throughout the season.
This Fanshawe team, they've really been doing it as a unit. Evan West coming off the bench to make some big contributions. Jaden Crowther's been doing well when called upon, as has man serving Matthew Patad with the service error right now. Camosun 6 points away from clinching a berth in the gold medal match on Saturday. Winner of this plays the winner of Humber Sherbrooke. Scheduled for 8. I think that might get pushed a little bit back though.
Camosun in the lead right now.
Scramble play at the net. Set up for Bida. The big hit just makes it over. Lethbridge. Vogt, the soft touch didn't work. Lethbridge will try it again for Vogt. This time he goes with the power. Mafia, Folkerts kept alive. Play at the net. The dunk works. Kieran Robinson Dunning.
The Chargers can almost taste that national championship final. 5 points away from punching their ticket. And they hold a 3-point lead over Fanshawe right now.
Head coach of Fanshawe, Patrick Johnston, not yet using that last timeout. Into the net, Fanshawe draws back within 2.
So Coach Johnston not using that timeout, benefiting there with the service error. And Andrew, all it takes is a run here. A couple points and Fanshawe's right back in this thing.
Najim Javid. The serve was a good one. Set up for who else? Eduardo Bida with another kill. That's 18 on the game. Add that to 10 digs.
Bida, such a weapon.
Serving for the Chargers, number 19, Karen Robinson.
Back to real time now. 21-18.
Robinson Dunning serve. Left bridge the setup. That was for West. Couldn't quite get a handle on that one.
Timeout.
And there's that final timeout by Patrick Johnston's Fanshawe Falcons. Not much room left for error for these Falcons.
No, none at all, partner. And tough for Fanshawe right now is, again, just to highlight earlier in this match, Tanner Patterson, who between him and Ridings, they're pretty much equal in terms of their scoring contribution. Number 1 and 2, but you can almost say tied for number 1 in team scoring throughout the course of the season. And Patterson is not going to return to this game. He's got the ankle all iced up right now. So Fanshawe's had to make some adjustments on the fly and give credit. However, that is a huge piece of the puzzle missing right now. And boy, oh boy, down by 4 in the late stages of set number 4. It's going to be a tough ride here.
Yeah, we had a conversation yesterday with Rezar Tadiku, former Humber Hawk, and he was saying sometimes that could just make a difference in these tournaments, just having a big player missing. Sometimes all you need for that other team to get through. So we'll see. It's going to be an interesting finish to this match. Fanshawe needs points and quickly. There's a gift.
So the timeout working once again. But Fanshawe needs more. A little bit of a scramble here.
Bida met by the block. Mafia, Bida again. Gets deflected out of bounds. Just 2 more points. Camosun can almost taste that gold medal finals berth. And would guarantee some hardware heading home. Served by Mafia. Just out of the reach of West. Match point here. Mafia to send his team into the gold medal match on Saturday at 7 p.m. right here on the Hawk Sports Network and at the Humber Athletic Center. Left bridge the setup for Vogt. Inbounds. Fanshawe's not dead yet.
What a comeback this would be.
They need 4 more straight points.
Fanshawe's a team with a lot of heart. They're well coached by Patrick Johnston. Need to dig deep here.
Folkerts, and that will do it. Camosun wins the 4th and final set, 25-20. And the Camosun Chargers will play in the gold medal match here at Humber on Saturday, 7 p.m. Don't miss that one. Look at the winning play. Camosun will meet the winners of the next match, Humber versus Sherbrooke. That one looks like it will meet its scheduled time of 8 p.m. Stay tuned for that one on the Hawk Sports Network. We have Genesis Calise coming up with the player of the game here from Camosun. A lot of players it could be.
Yeah, we'll wait for the announcement. Of course, Fanshawe will also have a Player of the Game nomination. Fanshawe turns to their fans, the Dirty Bird family, and thanks them for their support. What a tournament performance and what a year for the Fanshawe Falcons.
Fanshawe gets sent into the bronze medal bracket now. They'll play VIU tomorrow at 4:30.
Daniel Ridings, no surprise there, the offensive stud for Fanshawe, Player of the Game. Fortunately, not the winning effort the Birds were hoping for. That's a tough loss.
The Player of the Game for the Camosun Chargers, number 5, Christopher LaGuardia.
The libero, Christopher LaGuardia, gets named Player of the Game for Camosun. They'll have a chance to go back-to-back as national champions under their first-year head coach, Kelvin Ma. What a first year that would be.
LaGuardia had a number of digs for this Camosun team, and that was really huge to keep rallies going. And you know, Fanshawe has those offensive weapons that can put an end to a rally. And in a moment, our sideline reporter, Genesis Caliste, will have a word with the Player of the Game for Camosun. But for now, Andrew, we know one part of the CCAA championship participant. It's going to be the Camosun Chargers. Who will be their opponent? Will it be the home court Humber Hawks or the Volunteers de Sherbrooke out of Quebec? Either way, it's like an East versus West matchup in that final.
Either way, it's going to be a great one, and I just cannot wait for 8 p.m. to... Cannot wait for that finals matchup at 8 p.m.
In a moment, we'll have LaGuardia over at the booth. Now just a few moments away from the Player of the Game interview.
Once again, the Camosun Chargers have now both their ticket into the national championship game. The second semi-final matchup is starting in approximately 30 minutes between
getting ready here for that interview.
At roughly 30 minutes.
Humber Sherbrooke in about 30 minutes time, right here on the Hawk Sports Network and on HSN, or excuse me, and at the Humber Athletic Center.
Very professional.
I gotta feed the streets. Don't bleed the streets. Ski mask on my face. Some of you gotta cheat to stay ahead in this jar. Drink surf like it's liquor.
All right, we are here with the Player of the Game. How are you? It was a great game. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's a very hard match to play.
Yes, yes, yes. Are you excited for tomorrow, West Coast versus East Coast? Are you excited?
For sure.
Yes.
Anytime to be in the final is something to be excited for.
How does this make you feel coming all the way from the other side of the country right here and being in this moment?
I mean, it's a toll on our bodies for sure, but all the years of work, all the practices, all the blood, sweat, and tears are put into this 4 days of competition. And so getting into the final again after winning it last year, I think it's a testament to how hard we work in the gym on and off the court.
Yeah. So you feel like all this training and all of this work up to this moment, it's finally paid off. You get to take a deep breath. Well, not a final deep breath yet. You still got tomorrow. But you feel like this is the final stretch and you're ready to go?
For sure. Obviously, coming in the #1 rank, there's obviously pressure just being here. And so I think the best thing for us to do is really stay and play in our game and really fight for what we want, not for what everybody else really expects from us.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for taking some time. Thank you so much for watching the game. Sending it right back over to you guys.